Welcome to driving the message home, or driving home the message, or whatever we're gonna call this. I think it's funny just to come up with that little thing. So today we have a freaking topic that you gotta learn, and apparently the topic we gotta learn to teach you is finders keepers. Special thanks to this lady who actually said this.
Somebody in chat said, oh, he thinks that finders keepers is real. Yo, can I just say, how crazy is it that they made up a 2-word phrase to steal our shit and make us feel like it's like our fault in some capacity? Y'all remember hearing finders keepers when you were a kid? Who told children that finders keepers was a thing? 2 words with a little sing-songy tone, and then suddenly I think that it's okay if somebody steals my pen at school because they said finders keepers? F you! I'm reporting you!
Sí, es verdad, tiene razón.
So let us begin on the finders keeper lesson, shall we? Of course, note, finders keepers, well, it's for people who are honorable at times, but of course, you know, there's not a lot of honorable men or women out here, so it equals to where, sometimes these lessons get jacked up because it's interpretation. But here's how I see it, and I even have examples for you of showing you how stupid you are to say that it's stupid and it's stealing and crap. So let us begin. I don't know if finders keepers first started. If I did, I would tell you, but I don't know. All I know that finders keepers, I think it was either an adult told me or a TV show showed me / movie. One or the other. So here's the interpretation of finders keepers that I believe and hold on to. Finders keepers, when you see an item that's not yours, there's no one around, there's no identification of who does it belong to, and you're able to take it because you don't know who it belongs to, and there's no way to track down the owner. Of course, note, you have to use, of course, common sense. Like in a video that she actually was watching and talking about finders keepers, that one's kind of a big, it wasn't even, finders keepers shouldn't even be mentioned in this conversation because, I guess the guy who is trying to play doesn't know English. He was saying how it was abandoned. And it's like, was it buy a bag? Was it buy stuff? If it was buy bags and stuff, then it's like, man, I'm sorry to tell you this, but that's not finders keepers, mate. Because you already know that the owner left it there to go help or go use the restroom or something. But of course, you got to ask the question of, why did the owner leave his iPad on the freaking seat? Put the iPad in your bag. The more you know. That's all the things, like, you can't really just think, oh, I can just leave my stuff out like that. It's like, think about someone just leaving their wallet with their bag and you just put the wallet right there on the seat. Someone's going to steal the wallet and that's the end of the story for you. You got to have common sense both ways. You have to have common sense the fact of where it's like there's items next to a bag. If the items are next to the bag, then you have to actually take assumption and say, oh, the owner of the bag also has dibs on the stuff right there because most likely they found it first, they bought it first, etc., etc. Now, here's like the little loophole of that. So let's say the items that was next to the bag is gone. The dude left. The bag is gone, the items are still there. If you know who the person that owns the bag, you saw what he looks like, you're able to track him down, take his stuff with you, go to him and say, hey, you forgot this stuff. If he's like, that's not my stuff, finders keepers, baby. Finders keepers if you want the stuff, of course. So yeah, it's like, if you really care about the stuff, then of course, the other thing that you could do is go to Lost and Found and give it a Lost and Found. But let's just say that maybe I'm not gonna go like completely crazy on this because, let's just say that it was an Easter egg that has $5 crumpled inside of it. maybe it had like a small box in it too, and the small box had some candy in it. Yeah, who cares? It's like the candy is kind of like it's okay candy, you know. It's like if you really care about the candy, it's all good. It's like, and you want to know maybe like Swedish fish and some candy that's from Deutschland that's chocolate, and let's see what other thing. Maybe it was even a yo-yo. Let's just throw a yo-yo up in here. Let's just throw a yo-yo. So you see, you got these items right here that you thought was his. He said it's not his. So guess what? You get to keep them if you wish. Or you can go over there and say, hey, someone lost these items. So they can have them there for whoever left them. But I think most likely the people who left them would most likely not even know where they put them. Or B, yeah, it's like they don't really care about their stuff, because if they did, they would stay connected to them. Like that stuff that I mentioned is kind of like trivial, where it's like, it's like, yeah, it's like, if you lose those stuff, no one really cares about it. So yeah, that's finders keepers in a nutshell. It's when you find an item, and the item, you don't know who it belongs to. There's no telling who it belongs to, because there's no tell. So you're able to freely take it if you want it. Have I done it? Of course I did. I did it with many pins. Many pins on the floor. It was the end of class. You would figure if someone actually lost a pin, they would go and grab it. But they didn't grab it, so I had a purple pin once. I got a golden gel pin. Lots of pins, lots of pencils. It's a good old jamboree, folks. And I even found a planner once, too. That someone just tossed away. It's like, yeah, there we go. That's finders keepers, man. It's like someone most likely found my calculator that accidentally got thrown in the trash when I was rushing to the next class in high school. Yeah, straight up finders keepers. So, finders keepers is not truly stealing. At least when I'm doing it, it's not really stealing. It's the fact that it's like, it's just free stuff, you know? Like the gentler version of finders keepers, which, yeah, let's see what you say about this lady, is you go to the hotel, right? And in the hotel, you get to have a pen, you get to have soap, you get to have coffee, you get to have cups, you get to have lotion. Well, they might have stopped doing lotion. And you get to have shampoo and conditioner. That's practically finders keepers in a way. That's like a light version of finders keepers, where it's like, yeah, you're gonna take it, right? Yeah, because you're gonna be using the stuff, but if you don't use the stuff, then it's still their property. So it's like, there's your gray area of, so moron, are you going to take the free stuff that they set out for you that you should have used during your travels, in quotations? Or are you just going to be like, oh, I can leave the stuff here. We're all good. I'll leave the stuff here. And then they can have some savings, you know? Yeah, there you go. Like you see? Yeah, like you see right there, you see right there, that's it. Of course, it can happen with food. I think I found food a few times, but you know how it is, where it's like, you might not want to trust it, though. You might not want to trust it. The food could easily be poison. Now, yeah, you might not want to trust it. Now, candy is a different story, because you know how it is. They do that treasure hunt or Easter egg, you know, and it's like someone didn't find it, and you found it. You found this egg that had some candy in it. Oh, joyous day. Yeah, that's finders keepers too. What, you're gonna basically be like, oh, I found the egg, but you know, it doesn't really belong to me, so the egg with the candy in it, I'll just put it back where it goes. You see how stupid that is? Saying that finders keepers, you see, that's finders keepers. Yeah. You're about to talk yourself out of 3 pieces of candy in that freaking damn egg. I think I'll say it's like it's 1 year old, man. And 1 year old candy. or less. And you're being like, oh yeah, I shouldn't take this egg because it doesn't belong to me. And like, somebody lost it. It's like, you see how stupid that is? See how stupid it is? But how about we go with some examples of me? He's like, yeah, let's take some examples. I got a wide scale example of what the fuck, dude. You have to yield. Anyways. So, let's go with what happened where this one was a ridiculous one where I was like, oh shit. And it's like, I can't give you back the $20. It's like, $20? It's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, because like if I was all alone and I found the $20, I would gave it back to the lady. It was like, oh, the $20, it fell out of my purse. If anyone has a kind heart, you're gonna give me the $20 back. And it's like, dude, I was walking in Walgreens, right? And I was like, you know, I'm going to just get 1 or 2 Lego minifigures. That's it. And goodness is that they were marked down to $1. Yeah. So I walked. I came close to the aisle. There's $20. Of course, I'll pick it up. Yeah, that's finders keepers. That's one thing that's like, yeah, if it's dealing with money, do you really actually gonna say, oh, I'm gonna leave it on the floor? It's not mine. And guess what? Someone else will find it and someone else will pick it up. That most likely isn't the owner. And you can't even ask people because, you know, you're asking about $20. Anyone can say, yeah, that's my $20. It's like, yeah. So it's like, in the end, you can't really find the person that lost the $20 until the end where she's like, if anyone found $20 and it's a guy's soul, can you give it back to me? I'm like, I'm with my mom and my uncle. Hell no. Sorry, but you're just gonna have to bite the bullet. This might be a total lesson for you that costs $20 of make sure you zip up your damn ass purse. Make sure all your money is securely in your purse. Don't do that again. Yeah, sometimes it costs money. Yeah, so yeah, that happened, and I'm pretty sure lots of people already had that happen before where it's like they found money on the floor. I think yesterday I found like 12 cents. You want me to just be like, oh yeah. Or the other day it was actually 40 cents on the ground. But I was like, there's too many people looking, so I didn't do it, and someone else did it. Not the owner. I can tell you for a fact. The owner of that 40 cents did not come back and said, oh yeah, oh my gosh, it spilled out of my pocket. No, that wasn't the owner. I 100% believe that was not the owner at all. So when it comes to money, it's like, so you're not going to do finders keepers, lady? Ma'am, you're not going to do finders keepers when you find $20 on the ground. Really now? Really? Like, yeah, it's like, you see, there's levels of freaking finders keepers, and I'm pretty sure when it comes to money, oh yeah, that's gonna change everything. That's gonna change a lot. It's like, have you found a phone? Have you actually got a phone before? It's like, yes, I found a phone on the floor. It's all waterlogged and everything, but still finders keepers though. But still, it's like the phone is waterlogged. It's damaged. It's gone. That's why the person tossed it. Yep. Of course, you know, toys. There was one point that a Dragon Ball Z card was found, and my dad told me no, even though I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get it. But of course, I think within 2 weeks I did get to have that card, which, awesome. Oh man. I guess the third one, which actually is the one where it's like, let's bring it on home, is when you go to events. So, if you don't know, when you go to events, there's times where people leave. It's like, you know, it's the end of the show, they leave, and the goodies that you get, they leave them. So you want me to basically be like, oh, well, those are not mine, so they can throw them on the trash. Yeah, the glowing sunglasses. I allowed them to throw like, I think 5 pairs in the trash. Yes, glowing sunglasses. You want me to do that? Or shall we do finders keepers? And not only that, but save some things going to the trash, to the landfill. Think about that. And then, of course, let's see, I guess maybe even a football game, but that was inconclusive. Yeah, that was basically like, if I could do it all again, I most likely wouldn't have done it. Where it's like you get 1 month free of a cell phone company and have all those freaking cards for it. It's like, it's like 1 month free, and it's like, I'm pretty sure there's regulations and stuff on it. So even though me, I'll be like, okay, I do 1 month free, I do another month free, then I do another free month after that, then I do another free month after that, then I do a free month after that. It's like, it's like it keeps going like that, where it's like hilarious. But the main one has to be like when it comes to being in, let's say, a function or event where you have students, kids, and teenagers. They leave stuff, some good stuff. Now, if they do have their actual like ID and stuff, which that never happens, because teenagers and kids are not that stupid. But if I'm able to figure out whose bag it belongs to, I will definitely track down that person and give them the bag. But however, if there's, and this is many cases where it's like, however, if you find the bags, they already left. There's no way to give them back to them. Leftovers. Now you got some finders keepers up in here. We got freaking stuff. We got a yo-yo. We got a pen. We got a highlighter. We got maybe a deck of cards. Oh my gosh, no freaking way. We got some stickers. We got a stress ball helmet. You see, it's like, and if you just let it go, those 5 or 3 to 5 bags will get thrown in what? The trash. So it's like, either A, you take this freaking stuff, finders keepers, and also help the freaking janitors and custodians not have to have extra work to clean up stuff. Or B, you basically be like, this is not my stuff, man. And I didn't know what I was doing, so I'm just going to leave it down there. I'm going to leave it right there on the floor, or on the table, so do your job. See how messed up that is? Hopefully that gives you a good piece of what finders keepers is all about. You find something that you don't know who it belongs to, and there's no chance at all that they are coming back. Because if they do come back for it, what you're supposed to do? Hand it to them. That's being honorable. You found it, you can hand it to them. If it's something very, very important, like a phone, for instance, like an actual phone that works and everything, then don't keep it. Of course, do not freaking keep it. Instead, what you're going to do is take it to lost and found. Now unless, if the phone actually has a picture of the person, it's like, this is easy. It's the picture of a person. I can find this person and give it to him. There you go, baby. There you go. So yeah, but if it's keys to a car, for a fact you can't do that. I think what would be cool is that if they had the contest of who find the keys to the car, you get to have a car, which I think that rarely even happens, but if it did, that would be kind of cool, where they have the security camera and find that, in quotations, I found it first. Let's say I did, and I was like, putting it to the freaking, lost and found. They can track me down, like, hey, you found the keys. Like, yeah, it's yours. What? Yeah, you found the keys to this car. It's yours. No freaking way. Of course, you got to make sure they're legit. Because if they're not legit and they're just setting you up, also it's like, how in the world are you able to get the keys to the car if they're not yours and you're setting me up? So the good news is that, it's maybe legit. Thank goodness for that. It's like, it might be legit. It's like, nice. Yeah. I guess one other thing that needs to be mentioned is what you want to do is notice this, that in the freaking post office business, within 3 months or so, which that also works for lost and found too, with 3 months, you're able to grab the item that you found, if you work there, of course, and you solely can keep it because you get the 3-month mark. It's like the dude didn't come back. They didn't come back for 3 months. It's good as yours. Hey, as good as yours. That's finders keepers, the long game. And I did that for a phone once. It's like, wait, what? It's like, yeah. There's a phone, and we're waiting for the person to freaking figure out what they're doing. And it's been years now. Dude didn't come back asking about his phone. So the phone's mine now. Yeah. That's the part is that I forgot how to log back in. I forgot the password. We forgot the damn password. I forgot the damn password. Oh, you dumbass. It's like, yep, indeed. The fuck, indeed. So, that solves everything, doesn't it? There's your crash course in finders keepers. That is at least my way of thinking it. There's other ways of where they're like, we don't give a shit who it belongs to. We don't give a shit if they come back. It's mine. And that's what happened with the freaking Hispanic dude there. Is that he basically took... Oh, it's not even finders keepers either. Because it's like, he knows the person that... he actually knows. He scoped out the guy with the iPad. So it's not even finders keepers. That was just plain old truly stealing. Yeah, I was stealing with a freaking bit of strategy. That wasn't even finders keepers. Yeah, he said it's abandoned, but it's like, but you went to him for directions. You know what he looks like. You saw the iPad. It was next to his bag. That was just full on theft. You can't even do freaking finders keepers on that. If I find an iPad like that, I'll basically be like, nah, man. This is someone's stuff. It's like either A, I'm going to leave it the way it is, where it is, or B, I'm going to give it a lost and found and be like, hey, I'm pretty sure the dude is like, he went to use the restroom, was like, man, you need to get a bag for yourself. That's what you need to do. You need to get a freaking damn bag. Which the guy did have a bag, so it's like, you jam-packed your bag and you can't put your iPad in it. It's like, dude, you need to make sure that you make room for your iPad, or that happens. It's like, well, problem solved. He had to find my iPad. Yeah, cool. But what if he did learn how to turn it off? Then what? Yeah, you wouldn't be able to hear the sound anymore. So, let's find my iPad is able to freaking be powered on even if it's turned off. Yeah. So, all I can tell you is that he lucked up. Thinking about the ones that actually are completely crazy in mind and they know what to do, which is they drain the battery. Yep, they straight up drain the battery out. So that means that when it's at zero, you can't ping it. You can't do any of that. It's gone. Until you re-put it back on, which is like, yeah, but no, this is an expert. He knows how to drain it, make sure that your battery is not connected or is drained 0%. And then after that, he's going to most likely try to refurbish it. And now it's good as his now. Which, I guess for the Hispanic dude is like, what exactly were you going to do with the iPad, man? I'm pretty sure you don't know the password to it. If there was no password, dude, the hell. It's like, yeah, like, dude, the hell. It's like, you're one of those who's like, dude, you were a mark. You're a mark. Yeah, you're a freaking one of those marks, too. It's like, yeah, it was like, yep, you're the mark. Yeah, you're one of the person that you'll get cased at and you'll basically get stolen from, which you sure did. Be happy you didn't go for any more. Be happy they didn't go through your bag and find some other stuff to take. So that's finders keepers for you. Make sure that when you do finders keepers, that you do it under these guidelines, these rules, these standards. If you do that, you won't get in trouble. You'll never get in trouble. Yeah. I think, oh yeah, don't forget, I also found one in the river, well, lake. In the lake, there's like a few things that you can find. So you can find things everywhere, you know? The only thing is that, will it have someone's name on it and stuff like that? But it's like, yeah, it's like, good luck tracking them down. But if you are one of those good people, one of those Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, actually will type in the name, try to track them down. Yeah, it's going to be sometimes hard. It's like, yeah, because they could have moved away. And not only moved away from the city, but moved away from the state. It's like, yeah, it's like you have to have some good dedication and be lucky enough that it isn't a freaking loophole. Not loophole. That isn't a dead end. Because that happens too, where it's like you try to get to someone and then it's like it's a total dead end, or they're dead, and it's like, yeah, just